Positive Coaching Scotland is an exciting new initiative which aims to educate all of the key influencers in a young person's sporting life. These are the leaders of sports clubs, the teachers, the parents most importantly, and of course the coaches. When we looked at the challenges of youth sport in Scotland, we recognised that we needed to find something different, something which didn't exist. So we looked all over the world, and in the US we found a programme, and we have brought the programme from Stanford University over to Scotland, customised it, and now we're hoping to roll it out across every local authority, every sports club, and in the end change the culture of youth sport in Scotland to a more positive experience for everyone involved.
Sports is the very best place to teach character and life lessons. But in order to make that work, the coaches and parents need to be looking for the teachable moments. You do well, there's an opportunity for a teachable moment. You do poorly, you lose, you make a mistake. Take that mistake and talk about resilience, about bouncing back, encouraging kids to develop that inner strength. That's really what we're about, is causing coaches to be character educators who will take these great opportunities in sports and use them, yes, to build winning teams, but even more importantly, to building successful adults.
I think we've got to try and give young players an opportunity to express themselves, to play with a bit of freedom, and take some of the pressure away from the game, which often adults can put on because we think that winning is the most important aspect of the game. So we really do need to try and give that positive environment and give young players a chance to just express themselves, play with freedom. They'll be naturally competitive anyway.
But while I was coming through grassroots level, I've had my own experiences. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, and it tends to be the bad experiences that stick with you. So I think it's important that children coming through the sport get good experiences that will stick with them for the rest of their lives.
These kids are going to be obviously learning the fundamentals of football, but they're also going to be learning the kind of fundamentals of life skills, if you like. We focus on the positive aspects of whatever it may be, whether it's a skill or a challenge. It's important that we're giving these kids the right messages so that they can take them away from football and use them in later life.
My advice to the coach of young players nowadays would be to never underestimate the role that they play in the life of the youngster. They've got a massive influence. I can barely remember the names of my teachers, but I remember all the names of my football coaches. I had a football coach when I was a young lad starting out in the game, who if he'd asked me to go and do a handstand on the crossbar, I would have gone and done it for him because he was so influential. So it's never forget how important you are as a role model for these young people.
When sports is done right, it's one of the most beautiful experiences in the world. It's fantastic for kids, it's fantastic for their families, it's fantastic for their schools and communities. And so when you see a team that is doing it right and they're successful and they win in a way that causes you to be proud of them, that's just really a wonderful experience. And that's, I think, what Positive Coaching Scotland is going to help bring to Scotland.
The words Positive Coaching Scotland, just there's three words right away. You know, I love people that are positive. I'm very much a coach in my own job. I'm probably a coach as a parent and a grandparent. And then of course this nation of ours is small, it's beautiful, and I know there's many good people in it. So even look at the three words and you just get yourself excited about it.
I think the old-fashioned Scottish decency that I talked about is maybe getting a wee bit lost somewhere, and maybe this is the ideal time for Positive Coaching Scotland to come in to just give us a wee reminder, because I think we've got it as a nation. I think we're decent people and we've got that there, and we need to try and just remind people about the standards that your granny would ask you, you know, the good behaviour, the manners, and win with grace and lose with dignity and all that kind of stuff. It's a great time to do it.
Our vision is that this programme will not only be used in football, but will be used in every sport. We've got a programme which can become the common language, so why do we not just start today?